Hello everybody, welcome to Glow Up Handbook and week 2 of our front splits challenge. I'm so excited you guys are back for week 2. If you guys have been doing the challenge thus far, post in the comments, let me know how it's going. Go ahead and start on all fours, just making some circles, doing whatever you feel to get warmed up here. When you're ready, you're going to take your left foot, bring it in, and then you're going to make 10 circles out. So you're going to go out, 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 around, just continuing to make those circles. And then we get to 10 right now, you're going to go ahead and switch directions. So you're going to make 10 going the other way. So go out, 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 out. Great job. Go ahead and switch sides now. So what you're going to do, you're going to bring your right foot in and you're going to make 10 circles out. So you're just going to take your leg and go out, out, out. This is one of my favorite warm-ups for any kind of leg flexibility focus. Then we're going to do this last one here and switch directions. You're going to go out, 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 out. Beautiful. So come on back to child's pose for just a second. We're just going to take this deep breath before we really get started here. Awesome. Go ahead and come on up. You're going to step forward with your left foot. Kind of like I said last week, I really like to start on my bad side. It's very natural for you to give less effort on your second round, so I like to start with my bad side. So go ahead and place your hands on your knee. You're going to tuck your back toe and you're going to lift and lower from a low to a high lunge. We're going to do that 10 times. So we're lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, dropping, lifting, drop, lift, and hold here for a second. Just hold. Try to pulse your body down a little bit so you're getting a stretch in that hip flexor. You can go back and forth as well. Then drop your hands to the mat, hold here, rock back and forth, then drop your back knee and untuck your toe. Awesome job. Just hold this low lunge, feeling that deep stretch in your hip flexor. This is one of the best stretches, number one stretch for front splits in my opinion. You can go ahead and grab that back foot or reach for it if you can't quite reach, pulsing it in, out, a few times, just getting into the quad here for a brief moment. Quads aren't hit too heavily in front splits, but we're going to touch on a few other body parts here just to make sure we're getting a well-rounded stretch. So go ahead and push back into a half split. You can grab blocks if you have them available, but you don't need them. You're going to place them on either side of your front foot. This will make the stretch a little bit easier, and you're just going to rock your hips back and forth if you would like. I'm going to show you this kind of modified variation, and then I'm going to walk you through 2 more advanced variations as well. So depending on what level you're at, you can go ahead and try. So go ahead and make some waves down with your spine. I did about 5 here, just coming up and down, trying to move fluidly. I have my glasses on today because I think I scratched the back of my eye, and last time I put my contacts in with that, I got an ulcer in my eye. And yes, it's as horrible as it sounds, so I'm a little careful. So go ahead and place your blocks 2 high, right behind your foot, and grab onto the blocks. This is for my more advanced yogis. This is definitely harder. Another more advanced variation is to walk your hands behind you. So instead of reaching forward, reach back. Beautiful. You can move the blocks out of the way, swing your leg around like I just showed on screen. This is kind of foreshadowing for an exercise we will do later. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. I want you to take a deep breath in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 4. That's a breathing exercise that really just helps me get calm before I move on to the other side. So you're going to shake it out, then go ahead and step forward with your right foot. You can hold for just a brief second here, then you're going to place your hands on your knee. You're going to tuck your back toe when you're ready. And then we're going to do 10 lift and lower. So you're going to lift, lower, 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 lift, then hold on the high lunge. Beautiful. Go ahead and drop your hands to the mat. Just pulse back and forth a little bit. Before dropping your knee all the way down and untucking your back toe. Great job. So go ahead and hold here for a second. We're just going to hold that low lunge. Like I said, just awesome, awesome for front splits. If you do anything to get warm, I would do some hip circles, a quick low lunge, a quick half split, and you'll be a lot warmer. Go ahead and reach for your back foot and just pulse in and out a few times. Just get into that quad just a teeny bit. Now push back. Go ahead and take the blocks. If you did on the other side, place them on either side of your front foot. You want to keep them even. So if you did your blocks, make sure to do it on this side, even if this side is more flexible. If you didn't, then don't do it on this side. Go ahead and make those waves with your spine, just coming up, down, up, down, up, down, and hold. You can take that advanced variation where you stack the blocks too high behind your foot and grab the blocks, or you can walk your hands behind you. So you can try both or one or the other. We are going to get into some pretty advanced front splits today, but everything is optional. I'm going to provide levels for everything, so if something is not in your practice, just hold the level before. Breathe. Awesome. Come forward and just swing that back leg around now. Awesome. So just go ahead and sit back on your heels, clasp your hands. Let's do a few wrist circles going one way, then the other way. Then just do some waves with your wrists. Again, are we using our wrists today? No, but we're just going to touch on some other body parts. I want you to take 10 arm circles back. Going back, back, back. Just saying hello to the shoulders. Then switch directions. You're going to do 10 arm circles forward. I find that I kind of neglect my upper body a little bit because I do love working splits. So I'm trying to throw in some upper body. Go ahead and switch sides, 10 circles back. I'm trying to throw in some upper body in my splits practices just to make sure I'm keeping everything well-rounded. Beautiful. Circle forward 10 times. Awesome. Now go ahead and step your left foot forward again in that low lunge, then go back to half split. Forward into low lunge, back into half split, 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 forward, back. Then I want you to do is sit all the way back. So your right leg is going to be tucked behind you and your left leg is going to be extended, foot slightly flexed. You can either sit on your foot or you can do what I'm doing and place it slightly outside. Go ahead and fold forward. I twisted my ankle a while back, so sitting on my foot has been really uncomfortable since then, so it's easier for me to place it on the outside, but if you have knee trouble, sit on it. Perfect. So you're going to take that opposite leg and you're going to place it so it's 50 degrees right across from your hip and fold forward. We did this very briefly in week 1, but we're going to explore it a little bit more today. The fold is optional. If you feel it intensely, just extending that foot to the 50 degree, hold there. Awesome. When you're ready, you're going to extend the leg 75 degrees. So you see how I'm not in a full split? I've got that leg still bent behind me. You're just going to hold there. And if you are ready, grammar, then you can go ahead and fold forward. Awesome. And if you're ready, go ahead and come into a full front split, placing your hands on either side of you and just go ahead and rock back and forth. Rocking back and forth like this really helps me hit different angles. It also just helps me warm up. Sitting in splits to me is harder than rocking back and forth. If you relate, let me know because I feel like that's weird. Just go ahead and hold in a little bit and then hold out just to change the angle. Go ahead and twist one way, then twist the opposite way. You can extend the opposite arm, then come on forward. What I'm doing, instead of coming directly over my front leg, is I'm coming to the side a little bit. We're going to play with this when we do our swim throughs, which I'll show you. So go ahead and hold kind of in the center if you can. You can also place blocks and place your hands on the blocks. You can rest your head on the mat if that feels comfortable to you. This side variation feels very comfortable and natural to me, so definitely worth a try. I do think going forward over your front leg is a better stretch, just so you're aware. That will work your hamstring more, but here we're just kind of playing with the side because we're going to be working there. Awesome. So place your hands or your forearms on the mat, and you're going to swing that back leg around like I just showed. So push back. We're going to do this 3 times total. So you're going to slide into the front split if you can, or just keep holding your front split. Come onto your forearms or hands, which I'll show you the hands, and swim that leg around. So go ahead and push back, then slide forward. This round I'm going to do it with my hands. This is a little easier. So I'm going to see I'm on my palms. Then swing that leg around. Then push on back. Just going to fix that real quick. Perfect. So go ahead and go into all fours. Just do a quick cat-cow. Not going to really guide you here. Just kind of feel out your spine, see what feels comfortable. This top doesn't quite fit me quite right, so I'm very paranoid about flashing the camera. So if you see me keep adjusting, that is fine. Awesome. So you're going to step forward with your right leg. You're going to do 8 of the forward and back. So you're going to go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Then you're going to sit all the way back. I'm switching sides because if I do the swim through on this side, I'm just going to hit the dresser. So I'm switching sides, but you can just sit back as before. And again, you can sit on your foot like this or place it to the outside like I just adjusted. Go ahead and flex your foot and fold forward if that's in your practice. Whoops. Or go ahead and hold sitting up. Don't forget to breathe and try to brace your core. I am not good at that. So that's my work in progress area. So go ahead and place your foot so it's 50 degrees, so directly across from your hip. Flex your foot and hold. And if you're ready, fold forward. Come on up. Then come to 75 degrees. Again, you see I'm kind of in a split, but it's not full. My back leg is very bent and angled at the side. You can hold up or you can fold forward. Awesome. And come into a full front split and rock back and forth side to side a little bit. Just want to touch on something. If you are not even close to front splits, this challenge is still for you. I don't want you to get discouraged. I try to show all levels. You hold at 75 degrees, hold at 50 degrees. This is for everybody. These kind of challenges are how you're going to get your front splits. Don't be afraid to repeat flows. Try my daily flows. Stick with it and you will get here. Come on, so you're just more on the inside of your leg than the outside. All my flexibility is me doing these types of flows regularly. That's literally all it is. Anyone can do it. So go ahead and twist to the side, then twist to the opposite side. And extend the back arm if you can, just showing variations here. So you can fold forward of the front leg. But what I really want you to do is come slightly off center like I'm showing here. You saw the swim throughs on the other side, so that is why I'm having us go off center, because that's where our forearms will go or our hands will go when we swim through. Just hold and breathe for me. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Perfect. Come onto your hands or forearms now and swing that back leg around. Push back and then slide that leg forward. Forearms or hands. Swing the leg around. This is an awesome front split exercise. Slide forward. You can do this not coming all the way forward. Just stay on your hands and come as far as you can and then swing around. Beautiful. So come into a puppy pose here. I'm going to place by putting my chin on the ground, elbows bent. I'm also going to play with some other variations. I'll be tucking my toes and extending my legs, bending one arm and the other to get into the triceps. But play with it however you like. I do have a puppy pose masterclass. I'll link it above here. I do have a puppy pose masterclass that shows a ton of variations if you want to learn more. I'll also link it in my description just because I know sometimes when you're flowing you don't click above and want to click out of it. Awesome. Go ahead and come into child's pose. Sit up, breathe, get yourself situated. My hair got caught in my glasses. I'm not used to wearing glasses. Well, not these kind of glasses. I have like my black light kind of more accessorized ones because I'm like, oh, these look cool, but these are like for real. I can't see without them glasses. So this is advanced variations. I want you to keep playing with half split or full split if this is not where you're at. We're going to try some oversplit play. So start by placing one block on the mat and placing your heel or ankle on it. Again, you can come side to side. This is going to definitely get deeper into your hamstrings and hip flexors. I'm going to show you two more variations of an oversplit. The next is the hardest for me because I'm more tight in my hip flexor. So you're going to place it under your back leg right above your knee. So don't place it on your knee. And you can see in the video how my hips start to dip below. So it makes my split more than a standard split. Deep hip flexor stretch. And the last variation I'll show you is we're going to stack two blocks on top of each other and then extend. So you can definitely see the oversplit here. Even though this looks more fun, you can extend your hands above your head, see if you can balance. Awesome. So even though this looks a lot like cooler, the one under my back leg is actually a lot harder and more intense for me. So that's the one I typically am trying to work on. So whatever you do on one side, we're going to do on the other. So either continue with your half split or front split on the other side, or go ahead and place one block on the earth, place your opposite heel or ankle on it, and hold. You can rock back and forth, side to side. We are in our last few minutes of this flow, so just hang in there with me. You're doing awesome. I do have rest days built into this 2-week challenge, so don't worry. There's days where you're not going to be like dying like this. Perfect. Now we're going to try that really difficult one, placing the block behind the back leg right above the knee. It looks like it's on my knee, but it's not actually right on my knee. And you can see how my pelvis area is dipping below, so it's overextending my split, so my hip flexors are getting a deeper stretch. And the last one is the kind of cool, fancy party trick one. Stack two blocks and go into your oversplit here. Go ahead and extend your hands to try to get some balance. You'll need your core a bit for that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Great job. We're going to cool down a little bit now. So I'm going to show you this kind of cool stretch. I'm going to face the camera so you can see me. Shake it out. So you're going to take both legs. Your front chin is going to be parallel with the mat. Your back leg is going to be extended straight across from your hip flexor, so 90-90, and just come forward. Beautiful. So sit up and you're going to lift that back heel off the ground 10 times. You can just barely lift it or lift it high. So up to you. Just lift, lower, 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 lift. Beautiful. Now lift and lower your front leg, the whole leg, still keeping it bent. This is hard for me. You see that I'm struggling a little bit. We're doing that 10 times. Beautiful. Now switch sides. So again, 90-90. Front shin is parallel with the mat. Your opposite knee is right across from your hip. And fold forward. 2 more minutes. Exactly. Lift and lower that back leg 10 times. So lift, lower, 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 lift and lower the front leg 10 times. I don't know what that face was, but it's hard. It's harder than it looks. Your leg is pretty heavy, so these lifting exercises are super good for flexibility and strength, but not easy. Beautiful. So come into just an easy straddle here. I don't want you to push yourself super hard. We've done our hard work for today. Just shake it out. Come side to side. Either just come onto your hands, sit up, or come onto your forearms. Round out for a second and arch if you would like. Walk a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Come back to center and push back up. You can arch your back, lift up slightly, then bring your legs together into a butterfly. Just let your legs bounce a few times, just bouncing, relaxing. Push into one side and twist. I love this stretch. Push into the other side and twist. Do a couple shoulder rolls, shake it out, do whatever you need to feel comfortable here. Then we're going to give ourselves a brief hug and go ahead and lie back in a reverse butterfly or Shavasana, totally up to you. This is a reverse butterfly on screen. Shavasana is just this with your legs extended. Thank you guys so much for flowing with me and doing this challenge. Don't forget to check in and like and subscribe for more. I have more to come. Thank y'all so much. Bye.